Anonymous Online Privacy Protection 2019 Review. While I answer, does Torguard VPN really work? And learn how you can get a 50% discount for life in this video as well. Hope you enjoy these reviews I'm going to be covering over Torguard. Hi everybody, this is me Marvin of Everyday Marvin. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Make sure you hit the little notification bell down there so we don't miss out on any future videos that I release. I pretty much release them when I feel like it. I do reaction reviews and commentaries to random things. Today I'm going to be focusing on the Torguard VPN software, and I'm going to be answering questions for people who are looking specifically for that, and then also I'm going to be answering for people who are subscribed to me but don't know what Torguard is, what a VPN is. I'm going to be going over several of those topics today on this particular video, so hopefully I'll be able to help out both the person who's specifically looking for Torguard reviews and also for the person who doesn't know what a VPN is, what Torguard is, and why they should know about it, and how it can be helpful to you. Now make sure you also share this video with someone who could find this helpful as well. My name is Marvin, and I love talking about just random things, and one thing I like to talk about is things that I actually use from day-to-day basis, and Torguard is something that I use on a regular basis to protect my information online, mainly when I'm using public Wi-Fi, so like when I'm at the library or the coffee shop or at some random restaurant, and we know that a lot of places now offer free Wi-Fi just for being at that location or for ordering their services. But one of the things that comes with that is whenever you have something that's public like that, there's always someone out there that wants to take advantage of that because it's free. And if they know how to access a public Wi-Fi and use it, and basically these are hackers who can see information that's going back and forth through this public Wi-Fi because it's available to everybody, they can use that information and take that information and do whatever they wish, whether that is, doing online fraud, or applying for credit cards, doing all kind of random things with your information just because your information is easily accessible on these public Wi-Fis, which most people don't really realize that. This is where VPNs come into play. And VPNs basically stand for virtual private networks. These are basically secure online networks that you can get onto when you're using public Wi-Fi, which allows you to secure your information and to keep it hidden from people who would like to take advantage of it and use it in not helpful ways, in ways that be very destructive towards you and your personal information. This is why I use one whenever I go anywhere and use any kind of public Wi-Fi. You may wonder if Torguard actually has one for the phone. Actually, I don't use a VPN for my phone, mainly because I have unlimited data with my Straight Talk plan. We'll talk about that on another video another time. I mainly use Torguard to protect my information and to keep my information private whenever I'm using any kind of public Wi-Fi. I go to the library often to use the public Wi-Fi, and it just makes me feel a lot more secure because a lot of people are on that, and no telling how many people have tried to gain access to information through people who are using their doing their online transactions and not realizing that a lot of their information can be publicly viewed if the right person uses the right techniques to view that on public Wi-Fi. So again, a VPN is a virtual private network, and this basically allows you to create a secure connection to another network online. Basically, it allows you to connect onto a network that's going to allow you to keep your information hidden and protected from people who would like to potentially take advantage of that vulnerability that is possible on public Wi-Fi. Now, beyond just shielding your information from prying eyes on public Wi-Fi, VPNs can also allow you to gain access to information that may be region restricted. I'm not sure if you've ever been on or how long you've been on YouTube, but sometimes you get on YouTube and you want to watch certain things. It may say something like, this content is restricted in your area. VPNs will allow you to be able to get around that. For instance, just totally random, there is a group called Girls Aloud, which is very big overseas. We're very big overseas. Now they're disbanded. But Cheryl Cole, is it Cheryl Cole? I believe it is. Okay. Well, anyway, one of the girls from Girls Aloud have released a song and released a new music video, and I was not able to see that here in the U.S. for whatever reason. They had it restricted in my region. So I used the VPN to view that music video, and I was able to see it. I was able to access that same link in that same music video thanks to the VPN I was using, because it allows you, since it keeps your information hidden and stuff, they don't know exactly where you're viewing this from. And so I was able to view that music video without any problems because I was able to become not restricted by that region restriction that they had up for that particular video, which I'm not sure why, but a VPN allows you to create a safe and encrypted connection onto the internet, because a lot of us get on the internet to do many transactions, whether that's going on to Facebook to talk with our friends. Some other people are paying for things online, like with their credit cards and other passwords and things like that. And when you use a VPN, it allows you to have all that encrypted and safe, so that way no one else is seeing that but you, and you can feel, again, secure online. I don't have to worry about someone just randomly taking your information because they had access to it through a public Wi-Fi connection. Now, some of you may be wondering, is this legal? And yes, it is. It is legal in most countries, including the U.S., to use a VPN. There's a few countries where it isn't, but for the most part, most countries do allow you to use VPNs without running into any legalities or anything like that. Now, just because you're using a VPN also does not mean that certain activity is okay just because you're using a VPN. So this things like pirating copyrighted material that has suddenly become okay just because you're using a VPN. That's still considered illegal. So just keep that in mind. Now, I do want to address those who are into torrenting. Torrenting has been going on for like over a decade now. It's basically where you use a site like Pirate Bay or something like that to download information that other people have uploaded and have made available for downloading. And so Torguard actually works pretty great with that. It's one of the specific things they actually are really known for, is being very useful for people who are using those kind of services, torrenting services. And I'm not saying I'm endorsing torrenting services, but if you are a person who does that on a regular basis, Torguard is good for that, and it can keep your information protected and also hide your IP. And I would say VPNs are really good for those who are planning to use public Wi-Fi of any sort. Now, at home, you can use it, but I think the best use of VPNs are, again, whenever you're out somewhere publicly and using the Wi-Fi, just as a way to keep yourself protected from any unknown or unforeseen issues. Now, when you're using a VPN, sometimes your performance, your internet connection speed, and how fast you are able to use and get from one page to another can be slowed down. And then sometimes it is slowed down, but it's slowed down so minutely to where you can't even really notice. Like when I use my VPN Torguard, I barely notice really anything. Every now and then I have a little issue, but I'm mainly okay. Now I'm going to get into the reason again why I decided to use Torguard. Now I actually had used several other VPNs before I decided to go with Torguard. Now originally I used NordVPN, which is very popular, which you probably see that advertised all over YouTube. And I would say I used that like maybe a year and a half ago. I did a little trial thing, and I was like, it was okay, for the time being. But I don't think they really had one for my laptop at the time that I was using, because I mainly was just using it on my phone. And then I ended up using, I believe, Namecheap had one. It's a hosting company, a web hosting company called Namecheap, and they had one. I used it. And the only bad part was that whenever I tried to use it at the library that I would go to, it just didn't really work. Like I tried to get it to connect and it just wouldn't work out, and I can't use a VPN that isn't going to work everywhere that I go. So I finally decided to give Torguard a try after seeing a couple different reviews, and people have reviewed it pretty highly, even though it might not have been the most popular VPN being promoted right now. I saw some good reviews for Torguard, so okay, I'll give Torguard a try. I'm like, if it works in the spots I need to work at, which is the library where I go to and the coffee shop that I go to, then I'm getting this thing. So I used it. It had a 7-day free trial. I used it and I was like, okay, all right, like this is working. Each spot, and it looks complicated at first when you first see it, but I'm gonna have a video showing me actually turning it on and using it. But it's actually pretty straightforward. As long as you just kind of go over those tutorials that they have. And if you don't see those tutorials or don't understand those tutorials that are on the website, you can simply just go onto YouTube and people will show you how to use Torguard to its best advantage. Most of us are just going to need the basic functions, which is what I need. And sometimes I find that if one setting isn't working, you'll see there's a setting on there. I think it's UDP, and there's another one TCP or something like that. I switch between those two, but when I switch to one, if it isn't working in one particular spot that I'm at using Wi-Fi, and I switch to the other one, and ta-da, it's working. It's been pretty simple, and it lets me know when it's connected, when it's disconnected, and I feel secure when I'm out at these places. And I haven't had any issues or any incidents since I've been using Torguard. Like, I can't think of one issue, one privacy concern when I've been using Torguard. And so I feel like Torguard works really well, and it allows you to really customize things. NordVPN doesn't really allow you, from what I remember, doesn't really allow you to do that real strong customization that some people may feel more secure about being able to do. Well, and then also one of the things I was hearing about is that apparently NordVPN also occasionally leaks your IP information, which is basically where you're at, where you're at, and that's not what it's supposed to do. So apparently it's had issues with that from what I've been hearing about. So in Torguard, I haven't heard any issues about Torguard at all since I've been using it, and I haven't read anything about people saying anything, any accidental slip ups through Torguard. It's just been a very reliable VPN, and I've noticed myself it's been very reliable. I've had issues with it only a few times since I've owned it, and every day I use VPN day in, day out, and it does its job very well. The other thing I want to tell you about real quick is free VPNs. There are free VPNs out there. I think Facebook has one and a couple other ones. Now you need to be wary when you're using these, because VPNs, it takes money to run all these different like, little virtual connections or whatever. It takes money to do that, and so we pay subscription fees to help them keep us private, and keep us secure. Now, someone has to pay for these things. Now, if you're not paying for it as a consumer or as a customer, your chances are you're giving up something in exchange. If you're not giving up money for a service and they're offering it for free, chances are you're giving up something else. So that in this case, it's going to be your information. So you don't know how these people may or may not be using your information, and also they may not really have your best interest at heart if they're doing it for free, because they're probably trying to get something out of this that you may not be fully aware of at the time. So be careful and make sure you read those terms and conditions well, because if you're getting or seeing a VPN offer for free somewhere, like where you never have to pay for it, chances are they're using your information, are holding it up, and doing something with it you may not exactly be okay with. So that's why I recommend go ahead and just pay for VPN like I did. I mean, it's real easy real tempting one to go for the free way, but I recommend just go for the paid way. Chances are probably cost you really no more than about $5 a month, and most VPNs cost about that much, either $5 a month or about $50 a year. And I think I paid, how much did I pay for this? I paid $30. I paid $30 for a whole year subscription to Torguard, and I don't regret it. And I was able to get that through a special discount code that this other reviewer had up, and I think originally it would have been closer to like $49, but ended up paying like $29 or $29.99, something like that. And I'm happy, and it does the job, and I got it pretty much half off. And so I'm gonna have a code on here too as well. It should be EDM, standing for Everyday Marvin. Discount 50. Again, it should be EDM. Discount 50 should be somewhere around here. So I'll have a link to Torguard in my description box, as well as a link. The link should be shown somewhere, and just click that link. Excuse me. It should take you to the page where you can download Torguard and put in that discount code. You know, it's an instant 50% discount off, and not just for one time, but also for the life of your subscription. So as long as you subscribe to Torguard VPN, you'll be able to have that discount, which is just $30 a year from what I was seeing. So, and that's pretty cool, because again, most of them cost at least $50 a year to have. And Torguard has a really strong, good, reliable reputation for keeping people's information secure and keeping you guarded when it comes to being on public Wi-Fi, whether it be at your library, restaurant, coffee shop, anywhere. You can rest assured that Torguard is doing its job. Now, I want to address one other question someone might be having. Is they're like, okay, well, so a VPN is a virtual private network, right? Well, can't this thing be hacked? Now, in theory, yes. You're probably about 99.99% secure with a VPN, right? And there's a chance that someone could get in and try to hack. But to be honest, most hackers are going to go after the most easiest prey they can find. So if they get on somewhere to public Wi-Fi and they're looking for information and seeing who's exchanging information, and they see you're exchanging information, but they see you have a guard up on your information, they have to break through that versus someone else who does have no guard, no protection, out they're just out there. They're going to go for that person because it's going to be the least amount of work for the greatest amount of payoff. And if you're a hacker, it's all about getting the information as quickly as possible and using it as quickly as possible to make some kind of profit out of it. But again, if you have a VPN, it's going to block a lot of that. So 99.99% of that's going to get blocked out, because no one really wants to work too hard to get your information if it isn't already readily available somewhere. So I hope that answers your question about if VPNs can hack, because technically, in theory, yes, they can, but the chance of it is extremely low, because again, most people are going to go after the people who don't have any kind of protection when they're online. So I hope you have enjoyed my Torguard VPN Anonymous Online Privacy Protection Review 2019. And I hope I answered your question of does Torguard VPN really work? And I don't have to say I believe, I know that it works because I've been using it for over, a month or two now. And I love the service. It's real simple to use and I feel protected online. I feel like when I'm out at my coffee shop or I'm out at the library using the public Wi-Fi that I can be secure. I don't have to worry about, okay, is my information going to be exposed? Someone's going to take this stuff away from me. I feel secure using Torguard, and I think I'm going to be sticking with Torguard for a long time. After using several other VPNs and kind of seeing how they're laid out, I feel the best about Torguard. And I recommend Torguard strongly to anyone out there who wants to keep their information protected on public Wi-Fi, whether you have been looking for various or whether you've been comparing and contrasting different VPNs or you've never heard of VPNs before, I recommend Torguard either way. And if you have any questions about it after you get Torguard, there should be tutorials within the website itself. And then also you can always look online on YouTube for different tutorials on how to best use Torguard. So I hope this helped you. Again, it's Marvin of Everyday Marvin. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Make sure you hit the little notification bell down there so we don't miss out on any future videos I release. I pretty much release them when I feel like it. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Everyday Marvin. And if you have any other questions or concerns, please put them down there so I can answer them as best as I can. I want to help you stay protected online just like I'm staying protected online through Torguard VPN. So I hope this review helped you. And I think I pretty much said everything I want to say. Oh, and then on top of that, I will have a special blog post about Torguard VPN, along with some bonuses as well for you for just taking advantage of using my code, going through my link and using that code. I appreciate it. Every time you click and use that link and use those codes, that supports my channel, allows me to make more videos like this and to stay supported, and I appreciate that. I do. Hey everybody, this is me, Marvin of Everyday Marvin. Make sure you like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Make sure you hit the notification bell down there so you don't miss out on any future videos that I release. I just want to do a live demonstration of the software, the VPN software, Torguard, so that we can see how it works. Basically, you just see me log on to it and see what happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and I have the link down here on my taskbar. It's the little icon right here. So I'm gonna click on it. On my, I think Windows, I have Windows 10, I think, on here. So it always asks me, do I want to allow this app to make changes to my device? And I say yes because I I trust it. So now it's gonna pull up, and this is Torguard right here. Um, Real simple. You'll see all these different settings. And generally, the only things you really need to worry about when you use the software is you'll see all this other stuff you can just read and learn more about, but you really don't need to know that much about it. The things that you need to be aware of is this select server, which allows you to pick a server and basically just pick the one whichever one's closest to you. So I'm closest to Dallas, Texas, so I would choose that. You just pick whichever one's applicable for you. And then this protocol here is UDP and TCP. Depending on how the connection is, you'll choose either one. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I'm gonna go ahead and use this UDP and hit connect. And actually, I'm using the Wi-Fi. Um, I'm using my phone to access internet right now. So and it goes to that. And only once it says auth and it says assign IP, you're about to get on. This is the protocol UDP, and honestly, I don't even know what UDP means. It says now I'm connected, so now I can be online and have my all my interactions and transactions and safe and encrypted. I don't have to worry about people being able to view my information online, or knowing exactly where I'm at. So, and it says you see it has this remote IP, so it gives me a special IP. And IP just basically an address. Um, of where you're using your internet from. That's all it is. It says pin IP it says pin VPN to IP address. And that's not my real IP address. It's just the one that's given to me when I use Torguard. And Torguard Online Privacy Protection Services, this is what I use whenever I'm out at a coffee shop, the library, wherever, just to keep myself protected and guard up. It's almost like having an antivirus software. It's almost like having an antivirus software, but it's not an antivirus software. So don't get confused. VPN strictly to protect you from having your online transactions and online activities viewed from unwanted eyes or hackers. It protects you for that, and it also allows you to access things that are region restricted, whether it's websites or it's YouTube videos. It'll allow you to bypass that. And again, VPNs are legal in most countries, including the U.S. But you will need to check if you're in a country that's not on that list. You'll probably want to check and make sure in your country that it actually is, you know, it is legal to use a VPN such as Torguard. But in most places, it is. Again, I love Torguard. It's real simple. It looks complicated, but it's really not. And I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect from this. And when you disconnect, it's real simple. It just goes, okay, disconnected, great, and then you go from connected to disconnected, and then I think I was mentioning earlier about how sometimes if I'm having any issues getting on, I'll just switch this protocol to TCP, depending on where I'm at. Because sometimes when I'm at the library, it won't allow me to do it under the UDP, so I'll switch to TCP and I'll hit connect, and it'll do the same thing. It'll go through this protocol that it has to do. And most of you don't have to worry about it because it's like more technical stuff. Just basically, you know, that it's about to get ready to connect, and obviously auth, it means it's about to connect, and assign IP means it's about to connect. So, and you'll see it connect here. Yep, and now I'm connected, and so that's pretty much that, and if you want to know any more, they have a FAQ, and there are other videos that go into deeper about what Torguard does, and there's little settings you can change up in there. But to be honest, I'm not a super technical guy. I just need something that's going to do the job and is known for doing its job well. And so Torguard, I strongly recommend it over any other one out there, including NordVPN. So when it comes to Torguard versus NordVPN, I would go with Torguard because it's allow you one it has a stronger reputation. It hasn't had any records of any IP leaks. And again, your IP is just our IP address is basically where you're using the internet from. It just Torguard just it's real solid and allows you to really customize, especially as you learn more about all the different things, different settings. It allows you to really do a lot of different things. So I'm gonna disconnect again, and I'm gonna go back here real quick. Now I'm disconnected. You'll see this tunnel type, Open Connect, Open VPN. I guess I'll probably have like a little description or something over here talking about exactly the difference between the Open VPN and Open Connect. But it doesn't really matter because you're still being protected. And then auto is just different ways. Yeah, again, these are just different settings. You even see there's a stealth setting here, which I guess I could give some kind of explanation. I'm gonna try to give a little bit of explanation over here so you can see more about that. Right now I have it set on auto, so it just basically picks whatever the best one is from its own options. And then it had the cipher, which I don't know what the cipher is, but I'll try to have something on here that explains that as well. And then S tunnel enabled, which I never need to use that. Auto connect to Torguard at launch. Now this is something you could use, but I don't use it because I don't want it. I don't want it automatically hopping on because sometimes I don't even use the internet, so I don't want to just turn itself on when it doesn't have to be on. So I don't have the auto connect, but you may be on the internet all the time or want that, so you can always have the option turned if you want. So and there's the difference. So when it says auto start on boot, that means as soon as you turn your computer on, Torguard will turn on and go to work. And then the other one is auto connect at launch. So that means that one of you click to start the application, it'll auto connect versus you having to connect after it opens up. Um, and auto log in on connect, all these different things, and you just all these different little settings you can just change. Yep. And you can even have it set to where I didn't even notice myself. We can have it set where it'll terminate certain applications once you're done, once you disconnect the VPN. Scripts, if you know about that, network stuff. Also, I never even get into because I don't really need to. It just does the job very well. In your dedicated IP address here, different things you can add. So it's a really good application. I love it. Um, it does the job. It looks complicated at first, but it really isn't. I thought it was at first when I first looked at it, but it really isn't. You're just gonna leave it on the settings that I have it on, to be honest, and you'll probably be fine. And again, if you have problems logging or getting onto the VPN or it's not connecting sometimes, all you have to really do is just go to protocol and click on just switch it to UDP or TCP. Just the opposite of there's only two of them, TCP or UDP. Just switch to one of these. And see what happens to power allow you to connect without any issues. So again, this is me, Marvin, Everyday Marvin. I want to thank you for watching this video. Definitely go get Torguard, download it. I think everyone should use a VPN if you plan to be using public Wi-Fi of any sort. Especially if you travel a lot, I highly recommend it for $30 a month with my discount code, the EDM discount 50 code, which I'll have here on the screen. You can keep your transactions online safe no matter where you go, but just definitely get Torguard. It may not be the most popular one out right now, but it just does a really good job, has a really strong reputation, and it doesn't have any leaks, IP or any leaking of information, unlike NordVPN, which I've heard it has had issues with that in the past. So to secure yourself against that, definitely get Torguard. I've had it for a couple months. I like it. I'm going to continue to use it. Go ahead and take advantage of my discount code. There'll be a link in the description box. Click on that link and use the code EDM, which stands for Everyday Marvin Discount 50, and you will get a 50% off discount for life. So as long as you subscribe to the software, you'll be able to get that 50% off discount for year after year after year. So definitely take advantage of that. 'Cause I'm not sure how long that's gonna last. Also, I will have a link to my blog where I talk more about Torguard and what it does, and also have some bonuses in there, about over $100 worth of bonuses for you to take advantage of. So make sure you get on top of that. I have a link to my blog as well, which will also have a link to Torguard and my code, my discount code. So I'd highly recommend you take advantage of that. And again, if anything that you use or any offer you take advantage of on my videos, I do receive some kind of compensation back from it, but it does help to build my channel. So I appreciate you helping me out in advance. But you have a great day and go and check out Torguard. Okay, so this is me, Marvin, again, and I just wanted to show you the example of how Torguard can allow you to access region restricted websites. Now, when I say region restricted, it isn't just like overseas, it can be at certain locations that do not allow you to access certain websites. So, for instance, I was trying to go to this one website where I had a video uploaded and I couldn't do it from the library Wi Fi that I was using. So, I'm turning on Torguard now, and as I turn it on, I'm going to go back to that site. You'll see Torguard is about to turn on, say it's connected. Should see here any second now. As we wait. Up, now I'm connected. So now that I'm connected, I'm gonna go back to that same link where I was originally restricted, and you will see that it's now going to work for me. So I'm gonna go back to this site where I have a review of mine posted on my previous videos, and I will now be able to view that site, that same site that I could not get on. Thanks to the Torguard VPN, I was able to now access that site freely with nothing getting in my way. So here I am, and I'm about to play my other video. You probably won't hear it because I have my sound down. So yeah, so that's that. Hi, this is me, Marvin, Everyday Marvin. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to the channel so that way I can make more cool videos like this and feel all supported and junk. So, I am going to show you what's going to happen when you click on the link or go to the link that's either in my blog post or in my YouTube video description. You're going to see it should be something like this, bit.ly/Torguard Protect. You'll click on the link, it's going to take you from this, it's going to change over to Torguard.net. Then you're going to be on the website, and then you're going to go ahead and get Torguard. You'll see a couple different things, but to mainly go ahead and just get Torguard, click here. You have a 7-day free trial thing going on. You'll be in. You already did step one. No, well, here we are. I believe this is step one. So you'll get a couple different options to choose from. You can do it monthly, quarterly, semi-annually. That's twice a year, once a year, and then this other one. I forget what biannually means. I'm guessing that's every 5 years. That's what I'm getting from that. Probably should have looked it up before I did the video. But anyway, the one I chose was the 59. Now you can choose any one you want. The discount is still going to apply. So once you make your selection, um, there's some configurable options here. If you want like a dedicated IP, you can pay extra for that. You see they come at various prices. That's up to you. You'll want to dig into that further. I don't have one. Um, it just as an additional thing if you're into that kind of thing. So I recommend you research that further if you're interested in possibly doing something like that or just to see what your options are. They also have all these other add-ons here. I don't use any of these. You can see a lot of these are mentioned in streaming. A lot of times streamings when it's involved in Netflix or something like that. Um, you should go and read these and look them up and see if there's something you might want to add. But me, I didn't get any of these options, but you can if you want. Now it's going to show you that total due today is this amount. Over here on the left hand side, I don't see it. Wait, I don't see it. It'll be on the next page. So go ahead and click add to cart and check out. Then you'll be on the next page, and this should be step 3. So you're going to see this very short order summary form that's going to show you what you're getting, which is the anonymous VPN, and it's due today, and it's going to be recurring on an annual rate. So it means once a year at the same time, it's going to charge you for to continued use of Torguard. So you're going to look to the left hand side over here where it's a promotional code. You're going to put in the code, so it'll be EDM discount 50. Hit enter, and then you're going to notice that the page will change a little bit, and it's going to add your code, and it's going to automatically deduct $29.99 or deduct $30 off of this. So you see 50% recurring discount. You're going to get that every year as long as you stick with Torguard. Now, if you cancel it, I can't guarantee you'll be able to get that again. So, again, once you sign up through this code, which is my code, which I thank you for using, that does help my channel. And again, if you use this code, I will receive compensation. If you don't want to use my code, that's not an absolute thing. You can use somebody else's code. But chances are, to be honest, no matter what code you use, if you go look for a code online, someone's going to be getting some kind of commission off of off of you, just to be honest. So you might as well use my code. Because at least you know the person that's going to be getting help, and you can see it helps you make better videos. So again, use the code EDM discount 50. It'll take you $30 off, and so all you'll pay is $29.99 total due. That's how much I paid each year for it, and I love Torguard. It's been helpful to me, and I'll keep using it. You click checkout or continue shopping. Or you need to pick a payment, so pick credit card, PayPal, Bitcoin, and Litecoin, whatever you're going to pick. Fill out your email information, make up a good password. And this password, make sure it's something you're going to remember and that is strong. Um, and it says details only required on here if you're paying by credit card. So if you're not paying by credit card, or you're paying by PayPal, one of these other options, you won't need to fill this information in apparently. Um, or that's what I'm seeing. Is that any of your details only required if paying by credit card. And so you want to make sure you register, but you may still want to go fill out anyway. And then click complete order, and you will have your Torguard. And I should send you an email letting you know, okay, you're now signed up. And it's going to be a few preliminary steps you need to go through to set it up. And then once you set it up, it'll be done. There should be some FAQs on this website. I don't see it right now right off the bat. Yeah, here goes the Torguard FAQ. You can ask questions. So if you have any questions, you'll be able to answer them here on what you should do. And they also have customer support. You can go up here to support. And they have a YouTube channel as well, apparently. And the most popular articles, which you answer and it getting started. So, which is what a lot of people probably need to use is getting started guide, how to install it, all that jazz. So there you go. So again, thank you for watching this video. I hope this helps you understand how to take advantage of that 50% off for life discount code EDM discount 50. Thank you every time you guys use one of those codes. It helps me out so much, and it motivates me to make more videos to help more people out. So I hope you found this video helpful. And this is me, Marvin, Everyday Marvin. Make sure you like, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Everyday Marvin, and that you go ahead and take advantage of the Torguard VPN software, which will help you stay protected and private and secure online, and will encrypt your information so that way when you're on public Wi-Fi or any Wi-Fi or wireless connection, you will be able to have your information shielded from hackers and from people who would love to take advantage of that free Wi-Fi and the exchanges that are going on. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. So again, thank you for watching. This is me, Marvin, Everyday Marvin. I guess I will catch you later. Make sure you go and check that link. Go and enter in that EDM discount 50 code so that we can get 50% off for life. 50% off your subscription for life. So that means year after year after year after year after year, you will get that at 50% off. So again, thank you for watching, Marvin, Everyday Marvin, and I will catch you later. Go and check it out now. Don't waste another minute. Get that VPN and stay protected online. See ya. Bye.